As you guys can tell by the amount of wetness that is all over my face and hair, I just exercised. So, what we're gonna be doing now, well, so as of right now, I'm about to go on ahead and take a shower, and then I got two other things that I need to do. Well, actually, it's one other thing that I need to do, and then afterwards, we're gonna go outside, and basically, we're gonna take a walk and, have a little chat. So, I'll see you there. Alright, so now we are out here, of course. It's looking pretty nice, as you guys can see from above with the blue skies. Anywho, taking a little walk, of course. Nothing serious or things like that. Just a nice peaceful walk around the neighborhood. And yeah. Because, I've been inside. Oh. Yeah, spider webs. I mean, there's no spider on there, but I just hate the fact that there's spider webs, so I'm just gonna. Oh shit. I don't know if you see that car right there, but I'll go ahead, walk around. Probably gonna be considered as a crazy person, considering I'm talking into a camera, because I don't usually do these things. I do this a lot of times, so obviously there's definitely something wrong with me, but I don't mind as long as I'm not doing it in front of other people, talking to myself, that is. I love the warmth that is out here. I really do. Like, in my room, it's been cold. I think I've mentioned it, but it has been cold in my room. All those hours that I spent in there working on other stuff in a cold room. Sometimes I'm just like, gotta come outside and basically enjoy the environment and things like that. So this is really nice. Well, I don't usually go in between there, but this should lead to the field. So hopefully that works. Alright, so it's been 3 minutes. I'm gonna have to cut recording 5 minutes because I can only, the limited amount of time that I can record is 5 minutes of video, so I'm gonna have to cut it right over here and divide it by clip. Those things are loud. Yellow grass. That's amazing. I just hope that bees. I mean, it's not the murder hornets, luckily, but please don't sting me. Alright, I'm gonna go through here. Please, no snake bite me in the leg, or else I'm jumping. Sorry y'all had to see that. I'm not a fan of enclosed spaces, so y'all gonna have to excuse me. I'm just not a fan of enclosed spaces at all. Literally at all. Alright, so now we down here. Yo, peep what I'm wearing right now. I'm wearing sandals with socks on. Like, I don't even know if I'm even doing this right, but hey. Alright, so we walked around the neighborhood for a little bit, and now we are going to sit right over there. Ain't that nice? I don't even know if I'm positioning it the right way. I have a bad ankle, then y'all gonna have to excuse me. Cause I've never, I have recorded on a phone, but like, right now the way I'm recording it, I see myself, so, right. Wow. Look at this amount of dirt that is next to whatever this thing is. Ants be making some big farms around here. But anywho, let me plump my big booty on whatever this thing is that was sticking up. Alright, so I'm out here, sitting down, chilling in the sun. It actually feels like 80 degrees as of right now, which I'm okay with because the temperature in my room felt like below 0. So there's that. and there's a spider crawling around. If you get on my booty cheeks, then I will literally smack you. Alright, anyways, where do I even start? Where do I even start with what has been going on outside in the world? Because there has been plenty of things that have gone outside in the world, and I don't mean just the coronavirus. I'm talking about other negative things that had happened over the course of the years besides the coronavirus. I mean, this coronavirus that we're in as of right now, like everyone's in the mix of it, ain't gonna stop me from coming out here every once in a while, because no matter how terrifying this virus may be, I'm still gonna be going out, going on a walk, and things like that. So that way I can, like, you know, enjoy the environment as is. So I don't want to be inside my home all day and things like that. I am social distancing, so that's good. Anywho, besides the coronavirus that I've read long enough, there are so many honeybees out here. So despite this coronavirus that have been out here for a long time, we had other news that occurred throughout this time. The death of George Floyd was very tragic. It's very tragic to hear what the police had done to him, and this happened a couple weeks ago. It's like, wow, like, really? Like, is this how we're protecting our people? By, like, it wasn't literally protection, like they literally put their knee on top of this man's throat, and he was trying to tell them that he couldn't breathe, and they didn't do nothing about it. They didn't lift their knee up just to give him a breath. They pretty much just choked him to death, I feel like, because he wasn't getting any oxygen or anything like that. I mean, he was still able to talk, but still, what they did was wrong. They murdered him, and now we got all these protests and riots going on in the world as of right now. Let me first start with the riots, because the riots are just ridiculous. How are you gonna, like, destroy countless stores and loot them, and then attack other civilians just over the death of one man? Like, really? Why do we even have all these riots in the first place, when really we should be peacefully protesting, and which we are as of right now? But come on, we shouldn't be, we're better than that, and we shouldn't be, you know, destroying all these stores and attacking all these civilians over one man. Are you kidding me? I just find that ridiculous right now. And not only that, basically with these riots and looting that has been going on, has sparked an unnecessary amount of racism going around these places where people are attacking civilians, looting, etc., etc., just destroying things for no reason. Like, really? We should be smarter than that. It's 2020, and we shouldn't be, you know, violent against innocent people because this one man died, you know? Like, we're all put on the earth to be equal. So just because you're black, just because you're white, just because you're Asian, just because you're Chinese, etc., etc., doesn't mean that you fight someone just because someone else took out one of yours, if you get what I mean. Gladly, we're getting peaceful protests because we shouldn't be protesting violently. We shouldn't be having these riots. Clearly, it's no reason to have these in the first place. We should be smarter, and we should be better than that. Another thing that I would like to talk about is the death of Brianna, I think it was. I don't know, but another black person. What stuns me the most is that she was a police herself. So like what had happened to her is that she got shot 8 times because they made some miscalculations. I don't know what those miscalculations were, but she got shot 8 times by her own policeman, and it's like, really? Innocent people are literally dying for no reason, and it's like, what is going on? Like, why is police brutality is still a thing? That's my question, because it shouldn't be a thing at this point. Not old people are bad. Like, not everyone one is bad. Just wow. I'm just wowed at how this year took a turn. Well, I'm surprised at how this year took a turn. A lot of bad things went on in 2020, and most of this year was not even good at all. It was not good because of these riots, because of these shootings that occurred out of nowhere, and this police brutality that occurred out of nowhere. Seriously, all I gotta say is rest in peace to George Floyd, and rest in peace to Brianna. I think that's what her name was. Rest in peace to those two. They were great people. And even Ahmaud Arbery, who was jogging, and then police out of nowhere, well, chose to end this man's life, like, for no reason. So rest in peace to those three, because we have lost those three within this year. And it's like, why is police brutality a thing? You know, anything could have happened to me today, right when I was recording this. You know, as I was walking and as I was recording, someone could have shot me. Or I would have gotten into the same scenario where police randomly pulled up and they could have killed me right then and there because I was recording. Anything could have happened. When I came outside, I wasn't afraid. I didn't feel any fear at all of coming outside. And the reason why is because I just accepted whatever happens to me. Because nowadays, anything could happen, whether it's out of the blue and something unexpected. Nothing that's happened to me yet, because by the end of the day, as long as I live, it didn't matter, because I know that I'm safe, and I know that I'm aware of my surroundings, and I know that I'm not afraid of whatever's gonna happen. But I would not go down without a fight if it was my end. Ahmaud didn't go out without a fight. He fought to protect his life. Yeah, I think that's about all I have to say. It really doesn't matter what happens to me, as long as I stay positive, and as long as I stay safe, and as long as I'm not afraid, because I'm gonna say this right now, just because these random occurrences, well, they weren't random, but just because of these occurrences happened throughout this year, doesn't mean you should live in fear forever. You shouldn't live in fear. You shouldn't, like, you know, have to stay aside because it happened to that one dude. Look, despite them not knowing what their fate was, Ahmaud is the perfect example, because he was not afraid to go out jogging. He was not afraid. He didn't die being scared. And I know it's tragic what happened to these two, and that they experienced worse, but you just gotta be brave. That's all I'm trying to say. You just gotta be brave and not be afraid, because that's what's gonna keep you down, and you do not want to be scared. When I was putting the garbages in front of the house, I made sure to lock the door in front of the house, because when I heard that riots were occurring in North Carolina, I was like, really? I felt like I had to lock the door, because I was just scared that that this neighborhood would have, I legitimately had a feeling that someone was gonna break into the house if I left the door unlocked. So I made sure to lock the door so that way no one could like get in, because with all this that's going on, it scares me to even think that something could actually happen to me or my family members around me, because at that moment that's who I was thinking of as well, my family, because I'm the type of dude who puts my family first before me. Definitely scared with all these random occurrences that gone on. I say this again, don't be scared. If you are afraid, then it's totally fine, because I know this situation can be stressful, and you know what, if anything were to happen to me again, it just is what it is. That's all I have to say. Alright. And gotta get up, and I guess I'll be walking home now. So yeah, I'm going to be finishing up what I need to say, and then that'll be it. Overall, this is just a chill video. I guess I'm just gonna go back inside, so I'll meet you guys there. So this video was recorded yesterday, and today I'm taking this time to record what I need to say for one last time, because yesterday when I recorded what I need to say, I feel like I didn't have any good communication. So I think the best way to do this is to basically redo what I talked about, the last thing that I talked about, and do it correctly this time, because I think I did it the wrong way. So, with that being said, overall, and I'm saying this one time, overall, make your life the most of it. And what I mean by making your life the most of it is try to like work as hard as you can to get yourself where you need to be. Support yourself as much as you can, and just make it alive, etc., etc. Because your life is important, and there are so many things that you can do out in this world that you wouldn't want to miss out on. So make your life the most of it, even if it's your last time being on this earth as of right now. I'm not saying this to scare you. I'm saying this because there is little time that each of us humans have, and we gotta use that time wisely in order to make an impact on the soil that we walk on. As I said in the last recording, prior to the last recording of this section right here, this is indeed my last video that I am creating on here. And the reason why this is my last video is because there are a lot of things that I need to deal with in my personal life. Meaning I have a lot of goals that I want to complete, and I just want to complete this year strong with these goals completed, and just, you know, me being an independent person and me being better than ever, if you know what I mean. Because I really do want to improve on myself, and I want to improve on other things other than content. I mean, I still want to improve on content, but there are other things that I need to improve on that is going to take a while, and it's just going to be a step-by-step process in order to get myself where I need to be. So, as of right now, YouTube is my hobby, and I'm going to have to put YouTube on pause. But that doesn't mean that I don't love YouTube or don't love doing content creation, because I love doing content creation overall. It's just that there are other things that I need to do that are gonna be taking steps in order to get them done. That's all I have to say. Last thing that I want to say is that this is gonna take me the entire summer. So I'm planning to make my return to YouTube on July 31st by the end of this summer. And that's how long I'm going to be giving myself to get the things accomplished that I want to accomplish. So yeah, it's going to be a long process, I'm gonna be working 24/7, 24 hours in a day, whole days, 7 whole days, like, you know, a whole day, like no sleep, no nothing, just continuous grind. So yeah, I'm going hard with what I do, and I'm gonna make sure to complete all the things that I need to do. So until then, I will see you guys in the next episode of NullFace.